Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday evening update this Sunday, September 21st. Yes, this is the place to get all your news and views within the world of life extension and chat with leading researchers and advocates from around the world. That's true. Last week, of course, we had a very well-known cardiologist, Dr. William Davis, and this week we have MitoSENS researcher Mark Hamalainen. And next week we have Kevin Parrott, the COO of the M-Prize, and no, the executive director of the M-Prize and COO of the Methuselah Foundation. So, great lineup of guests, but first, as always, we're going to start out with a little bit of news, a little bit of updates here, a few updates. And the first thing that we always do is check our team. The big team, the longevity meme, folding at home team. Where are we at? We went up 2 spots in the last week, which maybe that's not as fast of a rise as what we've had in last week's. We had 165,000 points generated in the last 24 hours. But we are moving up the rankings, and as you can see, we had 82 contributors. And big news coming up for the third quarter of the Folding at Home Prize, which starts October 1st. For all of you who've just been hanging on the sidelines, you're thinking, well, maybe I should fold, maybe I shouldn't. Join the team because the prizes are going up. Yeah, the cash prize offered by the Immortality Institute and Reason is going to stay the same. However, the Life Extension Foundation is going to give away gift certificates and free Life Extension Foundation memberships. The gift certificates go to the top 12 people, and the free memberships are going to go to everyone on the team who folds. So, your time to jump in here. October 1st is the start of the third quarter. You could win some cash, some gift certificates, and just get a free membership to LEF just for participating. Okay, I see a couple of people. Someone asked if there was trouble with the sound in the program tonight, and Richard says no trouble with the sound. So I guess maybe it depends on whose connection is doing well tonight, huh? So, as always, this is a program where we participate, where we can chat with each other. So, if you ever hear any technical problems, if the video is not coming through or the sound isn't all that good, or if you're having trouble with the chat box, that's fine. Let me know, and we can adjust as the program rolls along. Now, next thing up, the next big update I want to give everyone here, and of course, maybe this isn't a big update for everyone because I've been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, telling everyone reserve your calendar for November 15th and 16th for the Convergence Conference. Yes, some of the world's biggest minds and most forward-thinking minds will collide at the Computer History Museum this November for the Convergence Conference. And of course, this is a conference that the Immortality Institute is sponsoring. And look at some of these names that you can see in debate panels on artificial intelligence. We've got Ben Goertzel, Peter Norvig, Steve, I don't know how to say his last name, Amorhundro. Yeah, and Barney Felt, of course. Bruce Ames, Aubrey de Grey, Terry Grossman, and Chris Heward will also be there on a longevity intervention debate. Yes. So this is, I don't know. I guess if you're not there, you're square, as the old saying goes, right? And you know what? It is a very good price for such a big name conference. If you get in, early bird registration for general audience, general registration is $145. For students, only $70 for the early bird registration. Now, that's for the next month. After that, the registration goes up to $195 and $120 for general admission and for student admission. So, as the graphic says there, register today. That's right. Well, I also usually have a little snake oil segment that I do. And this week, what do we have? The Harmony Evolution Chip. I don't know what this is, all right, except for the fact that it's snake oil, all right, as far as I can tell. We've had magnetic rings, we've had healing potions and healing gems. This thing, I don't know exactly what's in it, what it is, but apparently it, as you can see, revitalizes your blood, protects yourself from electrosmog, whatever that is, improve your golf game, improve your sports performance. Rapid recovery from injuries. Of course, they don't really have good grammar there. If you read that, rapid recovers from injuries. If they're not going to spell or use proper grammar in their advertisement, it's probably a good idea not to buy the thing. Speed up your personal development, become clearer and cleverer. Is cleverer a word? I think it is. Okay, and revitalize water. What does that mean? The Harmony Evolution chip is going to revitalize water, but get this. Look at this picture. This is apparently how you use it. You just slap it on your head. It's about the size of a credit card, and you just hold it on your head or something. And it's supposed to, revitalize your blood or something like that. I don't know. So there's your snake oil segment for this week. $195 that you probably don't want to spend unless you are in the business of testing the placebo effect. All right. So without further ado, how about we welcome our guest here for tonight? That's why we are all here. Please welcome to the broadcast, Mark Hamalainen, MitoSENS researcher for the Methuselah Foundation. Welcome, Mark.
Hello, thank you, Mike. Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, we're all grateful that you could join us for this Sunday evening broadcast. For those who don't know, Mark carries out his research in Paris, and that means he's up late tonight. It's 11 p.m. It's almost the witching hour for him, so hopefully we can get through this and get some good questions out for him and not keep him on too long. I'll get a picture of Mark up here, our special guest here for tonight, and I just want to for people who haven't followed your progress and with MitoSENS, give us a little bit of background how you got involved in longevity research. I mean, was it something from the time you were a kid, you were always interested in science, biology, things like that, or was there something in your life that happened and you said, hey, this is what I'm going to do, we're going to beat aging, I want to work in biology, biomedicine. Give us a little background, Mark.
Okay, well, I guess I'll start right at the beginning. When I was a kid, definitely you called it there. I was interested in science from a young age. It's probably just my personality and my personal abilities that sort of lent me in that direction. But I also, I think fairly early on, I sort of developed an understanding of the idea of death, like earlier than most children do, and the whole idea of it kind of terrified me. And so I also had an interest in science fiction, and reading books about time in the future when people didn't have to die kind of inspired me to look into, well, how far away is this really? How soon will we be able to extend human lifespan? And I sort of kept an interest in that and through high school, and reading about it in like Scientific American and that sort of thing, and then eventually into journals. And in my first year of undergraduate, I came across Aubrey de Grey's article, An Engineer's Approach to Anti-Aging Medicine. And so after reading it, he seemed to have a lot of ideas similar to my own. So I wrote him, and he was just getting the Methuselah Foundation started at the time, and we seemed to hit it off well, and I ended up collaborating with the Methuselah Foundation and going to Arizona to work on MitoSENS all the way back in 2005.
2005. Oh, you've been involved then quite a while with the Methuselah Foundation. Of course, many people may remember you've also been a member at the Institute for quite some time as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was about the same time that I contacted Aubrey de Grey, and that I started getting interested in the Immortality Institute as well, actually.
Okay, great.
And I actually part of the reason I ended up at MitoSENS was through talking with John about it on the Immortality Institute, and my interest in it was what made Aubrey de Grey suggest that I should go work on it.
Wow, that's great. Well, I'm always happy to hear stories like that where people in the forums at the Institute, meet each other. They come up with great ideas. They collaborate. The more we do that, I think the faster we can cure aging. And